What's up, crypto family? It's your boy MJ Crypto, and I'm back at it with another video, guys. I hope everyone is having a blessed Sunday. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about a crypto that we love talking about on the channel, and that is Turbo. But more specifically, I'm going to be talking about how Turbo is reminding me of the 2024 era. So if that sounds good to you guys, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. The goal is to get this channel to 100 subscribers. If you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back, baby. So yeah, guys, I wanna talk about Turbo and how the recent price spikes are reminding me of 2024. So for those of you that weren't in the space in 2024, which I doubt, I feel like most of you were in the space, but nonetheless, in 2024, crazy things were happening. It just felt like every single crypto was doing a 10, 50, 100x, you know? It didn't matter what crypto it was, whether it was a meme coin, whether it was a layer one, a layer two, everything just felt like it was going up. And in the context of Turbo, Turbo literally went from 302, which was around about a 20 million market cap, and in a space of 6 months went to almost a 1 billion market cap. So yeah, that was definitely like a crazy time in the market. That was probably one of the first times where we really had hope that we were entering into a bull market. Because if you remember, 2021 was a bear market, right? Bitcoin had reached $60,000 at the time, which was an all-time high, and then it crashed back down to about $15,000. Ethereum as well drastically dropped from its all-time high. Altcoins bled heavily. You know, some people made money in this space, and some people lost a lot of money. So yeah, 2021 was a bear market. 2022 and 2023, not there wasn't significant price action, nothing too crazy. And then 2024 came around, and wow, it was a crazy time indeed. And I remember back in 2024, a lot of Turbo investors were extremely frustrated at the fact that Turbo wasn't drastically dipping in price, you know, because, every other month, Turbo would just spike aggressively, to the upside, right? So I remember we were very frustrated that Turbo wasn't dipping dramatically, so that we could buy the dip and, experience that aggressive push to the top. But fast forward, we're in 2026, and Turbo is sitting at below 100 million market cap. More specifically, Turbo is sitting at a market cap between 60 to 70 million, which is a dream, right? It's a dream because we are able to accumulate Turbo at lower prices. And we understand that Turbo will push back up to all-time highs, and in fact will surpass all-time highs. We may not know when that time frame will be, but I genuinely believe and I have faith that Turbo will surpass all-time highs again. And I genuinely believe that this is a golden opportunity for for everyone to accumulate and to, contribute positively towards whichever community they belong to, in positively in bringing eyes to whatever project they're into, right? So one thing that I talk about on my channel a lot is perspective, and more specifically having a positive perspective in crypto. Not just in crypto, but also life, right? This mindset can be applied to life as well, just having a delusionally positive perspective. So right now, there is no interest in crypto right now. No one is really paying attention to crypto. People have sold most of their bags in crypto. the feed and greed index is at an all-time low. There is just no confidence in the space right now. And in fact, it's really reminding me of 2021. 2021, 2022, 2023, you know, people people just weren't confident in the market. We would see glimpses of, possible price action, but generally the mood was depressing, similar to now. And that was literally the best opportunity to have accumulated altcoins, because guess what? 2024 was parabolic. It was one of the craziest things, right? Seeing YouTube creators, or just seeing people in the space that were accumulating between 2021 and 2023 make so much money in 2024. Like, it was literally one of the craziest things that I'd witnessed, because I was seeing in real time how people's lives changed, because they were accumulating in 2021, or from 2021 up until 2023, going into 24. And like I said, it was one of the craziest things, because I was seeing in real time how people's lives were changing. I mean, for instance, Crypto John was heavily investing into Arcblock, LCX, Turbo, and then when 2024 came around, it was one of the craziest things I had ever seen. Seeing someone that was covering a particular cryptocurrency when no one was paying attention, and seeing that cryptocurrency just skyrocket, when the bull market came back around. So I believe that we are in similar times where this is a golden opportunity to accumulate, right? This is not financial advice, of course. I'm just giving you guys insight on what I'm thinking, how I'm thinking. But yeah, I think these are similar times where this is the time to accumulate. Whichever cryptocurrency that you believe in right now, I believe that this is the perfect time to be accumulating it. Whether it's Turbo, whether it's not Turbo, this is literally the perfect time, because I promise you, the market will turn back around. Bitcoin will reach all-time highs again. Ethereum will reach all-time highs again. And as a result, altcoins will reach all-time highs again. Turbo will surpass a $1 billion market cap again. And the evidence of that is Turbo's price spikes in the previous few weeks. I think it was 2 weeks ago, Turbo literally increased 40% in price. And Turbo's doing this while the market is red. This was during the Mediterranean war, airstrikes and all of that. So Turbo was able to pull off a 40% increase in price during a time where everything was down. And then yesterday, Turbo increased in price by 20%. It's not a lot. It may not seem like a lot to you, but to me, it's evidence that Turbo is strong. Turbo has a strong community behind it. People are accumulating Turbo in the background, because Turbo keeps spiking aggressively in price when the market is down, when almost everything is in the red. So, like I say, guys, life is all about perspective, right? You could look at the market right now and just think crypto is done, crypto is dead. Or you could have a delusionally positive perspective in crypto and just believe and have faith that the market will reset, the market will go back to all-time highs. I mean, look, we discussed this already, right? The market has 3 phases. There's a bear market, an accumulation phase, and a bull market. And I believe we are either in a bear market or an accumulation phase, whatever it may be. But it doesn't change the fact that the market will flip bullish again, right? What helps me become delusionally positive is that I immerse myself in the word. You know, not to be a preacher or a pastor or whatever the case may be, but I'm immersed in the Word of God. You may you may be a Jewish, you may be Muslim, whatever religion, but you know, immersing myself in the Word helps me, you know, just be positive and have a positive outlook, not only in crypto, but in life. Because, like I said, this mindset of being delusionally positive can be applied in all aspects of our lives, guys. You know, so yeah, yeah, I feel like I'm babbling, so I'm gonna end the video now. But you know, whichever cryptocurrency that you're invested in or that you're interested in, whether it be Turbo or outside of Turbo, this is the perfect time to accumulate. You need to ask yourself, what am I doing to bring eyes and to bring attention to the cryptocurrency that I'm invested in, right? There's just so many things that we can do to, you know, boost eyes and vision of our cryptocurrencies. We can, you know, we can engage more on X. We can engage with other community members on X. You can start a YouTube channel. I literally started the inspiration behind starting this YouTube channel was to talk about Turbo, because I felt that I wasn't doing enough in bringing eyes and bringing attention to Turbo. Being on the sidelines and, you know, hoping and wishing that the price goes up isn't enough, because we know that crypto is a highly speculative and attention-based market, right? The more eyes a cryptocurrency has, the more potential it has to go up in price and do really well. So you need to ask yourself, guys, what am I doing in contributing positively towards my community? If the answer is you're not doing enough, then you need to figure out what you can do to contribute positively towards your community. If you guys like the video, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Like I said, the goal is to get to 100 subscribers. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. Catch you in the next video. Peace.